Coach, does a game like this game that was very physical throughout the game help prepare you for the Costa Rica game coming up?
I don't think so. I don't think games should look like that. Too many fouls, time wasting, players falling on the ground. That doesn't prepare you for good games.
Bruce, what was your take on your team's performance in the first half before the goals came?
I thought we had a difficult time tonight. Our timing wasn't good. You know, we didn't deal well with the physicality. The game had no rhythm with all the fouls and players falling on the ground, and but we weren't good on top of it. So it took us 30 minutes to play a little bit, and then we got a little bit more assertive in different positions on the field and capitalized on a couple of their mistakes. But it's just a sloppy game overall.
Congratulations, Coach, on your passing to the semifinal round. Could you signal what were the strengths of the U.S. team that helped them overcome a pretty shoddy game physically?
The strengths, we scored 2 goals and they didn't score any. I think our back line for the most part played okay. I thought Michael Bradley and Darlington Nagbe played very well. Very good goal by Omar and Lehigh, and I haven't seen the replay, but I thought Giassi Zardes was on sides too in that one play. At times we passed the ball pretty well. We weren't clean in the last part of the field. We have to do better. I told the team afterwards, I just thought of some simple things. Our passing wasn't good. We didn't hold the ball up well enough. We didn't move well enough off the ball. We have to be a little bit better. Give our opponent credit. I think they played us hard. They got in on a bunch of tackles. It rattled us at times. We could have been a little bit better.
What are you seeing from Lehigh? He's been a guy that's kind of up and down and been around, but now he's getting a real shot.
He's an experienced player. He's a good, solid player. I think one of the things we've benefited from in the tournament was that we have been able to look at a lot of players and see how they fit in the big picture. And if there's anything I get out of the Gold Cup, it's going to be that, because we've had some questions in trying to look at our overall roster. A lot of these players I haven't seen before, so we've had that opportunity, and Lehigh's one of them. I haven't seen him. He hasn't been with the national team for a number of years, so that's good. He's a good defender, no question about it. Still needs a little bit more experience at this level, but he fits in well with the team, and that's a position we need help. DeAndre Yedlin was injured for a fair amount last year. We didn't have him for all of our games. It's nice to know that Eric's a player that perhaps we can depend on and help us in that position.
On Josie and Romero. On Josie and Romero, were you upset there wasn't cards and the referee didn't take more control of that?
There should have been players sent off tonight, in my opinion. Which player, with him getting bit or? There's a history of that in our sports. These games aren't easy, and clearly I would think the referee doesn't want to send anybody off. But it was a night where there were a couple occasions where perhaps it would have got the game headed in the right direction. But I certainly didn't see the play. Somebody showed it to me afterwards, so I can't fault the referee. Those things are not easy to see on the field.
Next question. Bruce, I was just wondering, in spite of all the provocation, I was wondering what you thought of your forward play tonight with Dempsey.
The goalie?
The forward play.
The forward play tonight. They had some chances. I didn't think it was a good game necessarily. I thought Josie worked real hard. The conditions were tough. I thought I thought the guys looked tired to me, and give them credit. They got into our forwards pretty well, but there was a chance for both of them to get a goal tonight, and it didn't happen. A combination of us not being sharp enough, and give the team from El Salvador credit for playing us real hard.
What kind of challenges Costa Rica present? You play them in the semifinal, and do you think you can beat them playing like you played tonight?
Every game is different. You don't base on what we did tonight or what they did tonight. And we'll see on Saturday. I don't know enough about them at this point. I'll do a little work in the next couple of days. Our coaches have been working on it. They look to have pretty close to their full team here. I know they've had some injuries that have hurt them, but I don't know enough about them. But Ruiz is a very good player. They're solid defensively, but I don't know enough about them. The team, I've seen they've had some injuries and they've lost some players. I'll obviously look at that tomorrow and Friday, and yeah, certainly they're a good team. We know that I think they beat the U.S. By 4 goals in November, right? So hopefully we can remember that.
Hi, Coach. I want to know, did you consider El Salvador a good team this night? Could you tell me about the team, about the pressure, about the level of soccer for El Salvador over
I'm
US?
sorry, I didn't understand that question.
Talk me about El Salvador.
Talk about El Salvador.
Yeah.
I thought they played very well. I think every team we played in this tournament has played as well as they can play against us. They were, I was surprised at their aggressiveness and their fitness for 90 minutes. I thought in the first half they're number 9 and number 11 for the first 30 minutes of the game owned our center backs, and then we got better over the last 15 minutes of the first half. And as the game went on and they were putting the ball in the air, then it was no contest. Our center backs were able to dominate a lot of those aerial battles. I think they pressured the ball very well. They had a couple of good chances, and overall, they played real well.
Bruce, you talked about being generally satisfied with the defense, but the times that El Salvador was able to turn the pace up and get some of the breaks in behind, did that trouble you at all, and how do you hope to clean that up perhaps?
Yeah, we made a few mistakes. I think the early play where Lehigh mishit the ball gave them a little bit of a breakaway. Tim Howard made a good save. Justin Morrow misjudged the ball in the air. They got behind us. And then there was another play where Lehigh went in late on a tackle and they got by us and got the goal. So we certainly made some mistakes. Tim made a big save on the play early in the game, but I'm not sure after that there was a whole lot. But they were dangerous. Give them credit.
Next question, please.
Can you talk a bit about Nagy in the middle versus on the wing, or his strengths in each position, and where you think he's stronger?
He's a very good player. I thought he played very well. We encouraged him as the first half went on. We wanted him to run more with the ball, to really just penetrate with the ball, because he was getting by players and then releasing the ball too early. And once he got at him a little bit more, he got dangerous and helped our team in the attack. He's just a very good player, very much of a team player. I'd like him to be a little bit more selfish at times, but he's an excellent player. Can play on the wing as well. He'll play it a little bit different. It won't be as a traditional winger, but that's another option we have for him. And wherever we put him on the field, he seems to respond well.
Next question, please.
Thank you everyone
Thank you.
for coming out. Thank you, Coach.